Hello and welcome to Loud Creations. Today I am going to bottle my pumpkin spice mead that I started, it's end of January. I'd say it's been sitting for about 4 months and I started it in September. I took a gravity reading closer to the end of September and it had dried out, so I back sweetened it up to a gravity of 1.020 and pasteurized it. And I actually had planned on putting some more spices in here, but time slipped away and I didn't. So I'm gonna be testing it out as is without any additions since the first video. And if you want to see how I made this, go ahead and check out the video at this link right here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna bottle it and we'll do a little tasting and see how it turned out. I also, I'm bottling it now because I ran out of 1 gallon carboy. So this is, I have to, so I can make another mead. Actually, I need to rack another mead into this. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, I have a towel down on the floor here. I went ahead and sanitized a bunch of bottles and my auto siphon. So I put a towel down. I'm just going to put my bottles down here. Now I'm starting to use the smaller, I don't know how many ounces these are. 16 ounces? I don't know. These smaller like beer bottles for my mead, because most of my meads are going to be medicinal, and I find that if I use a regular size wine bottle, I end up drinking more because I don't want to waste it. So small bottles, especially these are tend to be higher alcohol than like regular wine. So that's my new strategy. Although I do have a lot of regular wine bottle. I also have beer bottles that I've been using too, and then I can just, I have a capper, so I can just cap them. But this time I'm using all of my smaller swing top bottles. And that aren't in use. In addition to the auto siphon, I have my bottling wand. It has this stopper so that when you pull it out of the bottle, it won't keep flowing. So there's a lot less spillage. And this auto siphon is, I need to get a new one. It's all stained from the berry meads that I've made, and still waiting for my new one to arrive. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. I sanitized it, let it soak in there for a while, but I can see in here there's some stuff in here. So hopefully it doesn't destroy my mead, but I'm not selling it or giving it away. I'll just, what am I trying to say? So typically you want to warm the end of your auto siphon so that you can fit this in. I did not do that, so I'm just going to... Okay, there we go. So I got that on the end of my auto siphon. This is all twisty. Okay, so I'm going to try my best. This cleared out really nicely. I don't know if it's getting in the shot. I don't want to move it, but it cleared out really nicely since I back sweetened it. And so I'm going to attempt to bottle it without stirring up anything at the bottom. I find bottling is easier to do if you have someone to help you, but we're going to... Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I got 6 bottles, and as you can see, it's a beautiful golden color, and it's very clear. Of course, I got the dregs for my little taster a little bit, but I can definitely smell the spices. I don't smell any pumpkin. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Let's go ahead and taste. So only 4 months old. I'm gonna come back hopefully in like a year and do a tasting with these, assuming that I don't consume it in a year. I have so many meads going right now that I don't see how I possibly could. So What am I getting at? All right. So I'm going to work on getting some labels for these and going to store them away and let them age. So I want it to age for at least a year. The beginning of this journey with mead, I have not been the greatest about letting it go for a full year or more. So I have so many meads going now that there's like, there'll be plenty of them that last for over a year. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to see what this tastes like. So like I said, I can smell the spices quite a bit. And let me taste. Wow. Can definitely taste the cloves. Cloves for me, they just like, I think I only put 1 clove. I should have watched my video or looked at my notes, but I think I put 1 clove. I might have put 2. I don't know if I taste pumpkin. There's definitely a flavor in there that's a little different, and it is reminiscent of a pumpkin spice, but I used all the spices that you put in pumpkin spice. This is wonderful. I bet within, another 6 months to a year, this is going to be very delightful. I think it also fermented out a little bit more after I back sweetened. I thought that I pasteurized this, but I might not have. I should keep better notes is what I should do. I have a whole tracking spreadsheet, but I stopped using it somewhere consistently. So I just wrote back sweeten on my little tag. I can't remember if I pasteurized you. So I'm probably going to pasteurize these just to be safe. I just do it on the stove. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there about different ways to pasteurize. I usually pasteurize just in the carboy, but since I bottled them and I don't recall if I pasteurized, I think it's probably safe to just pasteurize these. Anyway, I think that this mead is going to be awesome during pumpkin spice season next year. And I'm really excited about it, as I am with all of my meads. I don't really have anything else to say about this. I think that if it tastes like pumpkin, it's pretty darn subtle. If I had to do it over again, I might try a different method or add more pumpkin. I'm not sure, but maybe once it ages a little bit more, the flavors will balance out and that pumpkin will pop out a little bit more. Time will tell. I hope this video is useful, and